Alrighty, guys. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing good out there. Good morning to everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's doing great out there for this amazing Thursday morning. I had to double check because I almost forgot what day it was. But anyways, guys, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see who is here for today. We got Whitney, I see you in the chat. We have Veronica. Let's see. We also have Scott. Scott saying, looks like Florida could get hit by with some more nasty storms and hail. Yes. You know what? Actually, yeah, Florida does have not as big of a risk as yesterday, but there is a risk out there for severe weather for today. Let me go ahead and show you real quickly. Yeah, there's actually a pretty decent sized risk. A lot of slight risks out there today. We actually have 4 different slight risks. So those are some pretty big old risks out there. All right, let's see here. Tabletop with a $2 super chat right off the bat, dude. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat saying, hey, man, what's up? Let's see here. Friday and Sunday, Wilmington, North Carolina. The best. So let's see. Friday and Sunday. So tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow you got yourself a risk here for severe weather. You're actually in the marginal, which once again it's a level 1 out of 5. Tornadoes not a concern. Damaging winds is 5% chance within 25 miles of having some damaging wind gusts. Look at that though. So you're, like I said, you're kind of in a minimal threat here for tomorrow. Is very unlikely for severe storms, but it cannot be ruled out. But look at this, y'all. I just noticed we actually have an enhanced risk, a level 3 for tomorrow. That's like right over Dallas. That is literally over Dallas. Let's see, 5% tornado threat. Yep, so we gotta watch out for tornadoes tomorrow. Damaging winds, 15% chance, and hail, 30. Wow. Let's see here. Also, Sunday, too. So right now, there's no risk out for Sunday, by the way. So, obviously, tabletop, just look out for tomorrow. Kind of being the day you should keep an eye out there for. Tomorrow is what I would pay attention to right now. Now, if anything does pop up in the time being, then obviously I'll let you guys know. I feel like this data is a little out of tune. Yeah, let me try reloading this here real quickly. Yeah, I think let's see, already exists. Overwrite anyways. Just go ahead and retry that real quickly. Here, hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. Let's see here. Railfan says, yo, what's up? Casey says, good morning. Good morning to you, Casey. Let's see. Good morning, all. How are we looking for today? Says Gamer75. So, today, today is actually a little interesting. Like I said, we actually have a few slight risks out there. We're going to go ahead and pull this up for a second. We're just going to replace the screen here for 1 second. I just noticed we actually have a watch out. That's interesting. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm watch number 173 in effect until 1 p.m. Eastern. For maximum hail up to 2 inches and 75-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So we're talking some pretty big wind gusts out there being possible. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm actually going to bring out that risk. Wow. Yeah, that's tomorrow's risk here. Yeah, once again, today we actually have a lot of active areas regarding severe weather here. It's definitely really drastically changing over a small distance. Let me turn off the radar, so I'm trying not to make it look too. Let's see, we're gonna turn off that. I'm gonna turn off the watches too. There we go. So as you can see, we have like a lot of breakups in the convective outlook for today. Like I said, all these yellow areas, these are kind of the big target areas today, and where severe weather is, pretty good chance of it. Across the dark green, now there's still a chance for severe weather, but it's pretty low overall. You can see some of the highlighted areas here regarding the heavy severe weather potential for today. Extends all the way down in Florida, basically just north of, let's see, right there kind of north of West Palm Beach, essentially. Tracking up the coast here, all the way to central coastal Georgia, south of Savannah. Secondary, the biggest area we have here is literally the entire Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Alabama, a lot of the Florida Panhandle, also portions here of like Louisiana. Now that's actually your greatest tornado threat today. We actually have a 5% risk out there for tornadoes across those regions here. Like I said, right there across that brown, that's kind of your highlighted area here for the largest or the biggest potential for tornadoes today. So once again, across that brown area, you have a 5% chance of having a tornado drop within 25 miles of a given point. Also, another risk for tornadoes, a pretty low chance overall, does exist across Arkansas, northern Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, kind of western areas here of, Tennessee. Does exist out there. Now, when it comes to damaging winds, that's kind of one of the main concerns. I just realized there's actually another marginal risk up there. Really? All right, well, northeastern Colorado is actually in the risk here. Southeastern Wyoming, kind of central western Nebraska, southwestern South Dakota. You guys actually have a risk out here for severe weather. So we're talking, we're actually talking a threat for damaging wind gusts up there, kind of towards like the centralmost plains, kind of on the western side of the central plains. That might be something to watch out for today. It looks like numerous severe storms are going to be possible. Here's the hail risk. You can obviously see how it highlights, areas here in Arkansas, portions of Mississippi, Alabama here, southwestern Tennessee. Once again, that coastal area here of eastern Florida. You guys just got severe weather yesterday. And across portions of southern Texas. Now, there's something a little special about southern Texas today, and that's what we call a significant hail risk. Whenever it comes to it, you notice how this area is the only area that's highlighted here. That is telling us that we are looking across this region of seeing some very large hail, potentially up to 2 inches in diameter. So literally stretching all the way down from like Corpus Christi, going through Kingsville, Texas. Remember, this is southern Texas. All the way from Kingsville to Corpus Christi. Raymondville, Edinburgh. Harlingen. Port Isabel. This is actually where they just launched that SpaceX Starship rocket the other day. Kind of across those regions. Yeah, that's in South Texas. So those regions should be on the lookout for potentially large hail. That's kind of the main concern out there across southern Texas. But overall, that's kind of the territory that we're looking at. Now, once again, if you guys are just tuning into us, if you guys lie across areas here of the dark green, you have a small risk for severe weather. There's a chance that a few of these storms could be pretty strong to severe. And obviously, once you move into those yellow territories, that's where things get a little bit more crazy. That's where the likelihood of seeing severe thunderstorms increases threesome. So we're talking literally a 3 times the amount of chance for severe weather across the areas in yellow than the area in the dark green. So once again, the target areas today where severe weather seems most likely would include areas of eastern Florida, eastern Georgia. Once again, that big old area here across southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, southwestern Georgia, Panhandle, Florida. Then we have this other little area here towards northwestern Alabama, northern Mississippi, east central Arkansas, and southwestern portions of Tennessee, which also does include the Memphis region. But like I said, that's today's risk, pretty complex. And then tomorrow's threat is actually a little bit higher overall than it is today. Today there's more areas that could see severe weather. But obviously tomorrow, that's kind of where the biggest threat lies, actually. Yeah, we actually have a pretty big old threat. Like I said, we have a severe threat level 3 out of 5. Like I said, that's a pretty big risk out there. And you see it's smack dab right in the middle of Dallas and Dallas-Fort Worth, or obviously Dallas and Fort Worth region. All the way going through Waco. Yeah, Waco. I got a report from Waco, or actually I seen an image on Facebook, I believe it was. There was the other day, was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. But there was actually hail being reported literally up to 4 inches in diameter. If you don't know, that's literally big enough hail to go straight through your roof, which is nuts. In which tomorrow, the chances for hail is back again, and potentially large hail. You see this big old stretched area all the way down from kind of south. Would you consider this southwestern? I guess it's kind of like southern. We're just going to call it southern Texas. All the way from southern Texas, driving straight through the central portion into the northeastern side of Texas. So obviously those areas, once again, tomorrow should be really looking out for some large hail. Again. Let's see, a cold front prior to moving offshore. Even so, it appears that substantial precipitation, cloud cover. Let's see, in addition to timing issues with the spread. Gotcha. Let's see, can I watch Colorado? Yeah, so Colorado, like I said, to my friends out there, don't really have too many people from what I know out there in Colorado. I've had a few. But to you guys out there, basically north of Denver, there's a slight, or not a slight risk, there's a marginal risk here, which is a slight chance, I meant to say, of seeing severe weather. Meaning that there is a, there's a decent chance, or a pretty low chance, I should say, that you could see severe weather across these areas here, basically north of Denver. So it's a chance, but it's not really, it's not terribly, terribly likely. But it does exist. No tornado threat, which is good, though. Yeah, my friends out there in Colorado, your main concern out there is just the potential for damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour or so. So that's kind of all I'm really concerned about. All right, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do now, my friends. We're going to take you all over to the models for a second. I want to go ahead and show you guys the simulated radar based off of the HRRR. This goes every 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and switch you all over here to the simulated radar here. So basically, this is the conditions we can expect down here in the future. Obviously, as we track way down in time, kind of see how things really kind of pop off across the southeast. Now, once again, that's kind of where the biggest threat is today. Once again, kind of covers areas of, Louisiana, going through Mississippi, Alabama right at this hour. As we start to approach afternoon, then obviously the panhandle of Florida is going to get it because, like I said, we have this cold front that's actually rolling through, and this is going to be delivering that severe weather out there. It even looks like a bit of winter weather could be possible out there towards, like, maybe Colorado, maybe towards Wyoming on the backside of this storm. I'm actually going to zoom into that here for a moment. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to switch to, let's see, we got Wyoming here. Let's go ahead and switch to Wyoming. Yeah. No, like I said, it does look like as we track into the, kind of more specifically the late afternoon, evening hours, we start to get a lot of widespread snowfall potential. So that might be something to watch. Yeah, I would watch out for that. Now, these areas are obviously used to this winter weather, but this would likely be across the upper elevations where it's obviously slightly cooler. So that's that. What's my opinion on Sunday for Eastern North Carolina? So, okay. Tell you what. I'm going to bring up the GFS since that's still obviously a few days out. But let's go ahead and look at this potential real quick. Just want to take a look and see what's in store. So obviously we have the potential for severe weather tomorrow. Not a substantial amount of instability out there, but there's enough energy to fire off some thunderstorms. But once we move into, you said Sunday, yeah, honestly, so according to the GFS, the long-range model here, this is basically the thunderstorm fuel, essentially. Although it shows some instability, it's nothing extreme. I'd have to do more, analysis on that here. Let's see. I might even be able to reach out to that with the NAM, actually. Yes, kind of towards the end of it. Yes, there's obviously enough instability, enough energy there in the atmosphere to fire off some storm. I'm going to grab a sounding. It looks pretty capped out, though. So far for Sunday, if you don't know what that means, basically it's a thing that prevents thunderstorms from forming, essentially. Although they might be able to squeeze by on that. It doesn't seem to be really terribly too strong of a cap, but you know what? That might even produce some hail out there. Yeah, no, if the storms can fire, I think hail might be a concern. Just based off of that sounding there. I mean, that's something to watch. Ooh, it even shows a bit of instability out there towards me. I'm going to curiously grab a sounding. Wow, that photograph, though. Yeah, that might even throw a tornado threat out there towards Kentucky. Anyways, but we'll keep that on the back burner for now. We'll watch out for that later on. Anyways, but I do want to mention really quickly, on the current radar view, we do have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, nothing too extreme. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts west of New Orleans, tracking in that general direction. We got ourselves another storm here, basically just, this is basically, towards Mobile, Alabama, on the southernmost portion here of the state, which we do have ourselves, once again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So, nothing too crazy. I don't know if y'all have seen, but I've actually gotten a mini fridge. So now, I don't have to go take breaks to get any drinks or snacks. I also have this is my snack. Okay, yeah, I haven't showed you guys this. This is my new storm snack bin. Look at all this. Look at all that. That's all for streams and stuff like that for the long stream. So I'll obviously have some, some food to eat while we go live coverages. I also have the drinks in my fridge. Pretty cool. Zero says hello guys. What's up, Zero? Also Scott says good morning. Good morning to you. Let's see here. Do I know what's happening in West Tennessee today? I just woke up, saw it's upgraded. Okay. So yeah, as we mentioned before here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch you back real quick. So for today's threats out there, depends on which part of Western Tennessee you're in. We actually do have ourselves. So we actually have ourselves 2 different levels here. I'm assuming, since you said it got upgraded, I'm assuming that you're probably in the yellow, which is the slight risk. So I'm going to take it you're near Memphis. If I'm wrong, let me know. But when it comes to it, so Memphis actually does have, a pretty decent risk out. Now, tornadoes is a possibility. Very low chance. Once again, 2% chance. Literally the lowest thing there. The lowest level for tornadoes, so it's possible, but not ultimately likely. Whenever it comes to it here, we're also watching, kind of the biggest concern here is actually damaging, or sorry, this is actually hail. Yeah, pretty decent hail potential actually. So we'll watch out for that. Damaging winds, actually kind of the least concern. So your main concern out there today, my friend, is actually hail, following by the possibility of some damaging wind gusts, and who knows, maybe a couple tornadoes could spawn. It's a good possibility. I'd say a tornado or 2 near Western Tennessee. Theoretically could happen. All I need now is a mini toilet. I don't think I'm gonna go that far. That's funny though. See, the model trends to me seems like it's gonna be earlier. Rain. Let's see. Gonna earlier and early for the rain and storms for Sunday. Are you talking like pre-convection type of activity? Let's see. Cheryl says, good morning. Good morning to you, Cheryl. Can I check on 29681? Of course. Yeah, I can do that for you. Yeah, you said, let's see. Once again, you said 29681. 29681. All right. You're in South Carolina, my friend. I'm sure you probably knew that. Let's see. So, okay. Here's the deal. We're going to turn off the radar for one small second. I'm just going to, do that so we don't have to deal with it. Okay, so for today's risk, you're actually not at risk for severe weather, which is good news. However, that does not lead you in the clear completely, because tomorrow you actually have a marginal risk, that level 1. Now, ultimately, it's not a high probability of severe weather, but it is a chance. It is a chance. Now, when it comes to the breakdown, tornadoes, not a concern. So that's good. You're not at risk for tornadoes tomorrow. However, damaging wind gusts and maybe some hail, isolated hail, meaning pretty scattered, pretty far spread apart, could be possible. So watch out tomorrow, as tomorrow's your day. Let's see here. Jill says, good morning, everybody. Well, good morning there, Jill. Let's see. Still here in Georgia, but leaving to East Tennessee tomorrow. Any worries? Well, obviously, Jill, glad to have you. So you're leaving tomorrow. So if you're leaving tomorrow, you said you're in Georgia. Okay. So, Jill, as we were just talking about, there's a risk for severe weather that does move its way into Georgia. Basically, that cutoff point, or the rapid decline in severe weather probability, occurs right there across central Georgia. So if you're basically near the Atlanta side, like I said, you can kind of splitting up the state into 2 different halves here. If you're on this side, there's going to be a possible chance for severe weather, but depending on things, storms will probably really be kicking off in the afternoon. So if you can get out of southwestern or basically just south and eastern Georgia by the afternoon, you should be able to slip your way through. And you should be okay. I would definitely say it's a possibility you could run into some rain. However, I don't think there's going to be a really big chance for severe weather for you as you're traveling. So if you can go earlier the better, because obviously the atmosphere kind of dies down a little bit because of the lack of daylight heating, which basically stops a lot of the storms from being as strong as they can be. So, but I think you're going to be all right. I think you're good. Could run into some, like I said, you might run into some rain though. let's see here. Alabama and Louisiana are getting hit hard right now, says James. Yeah, we actually just looked at the regions. There's only 2 severe thunderstorm warnings out right now. They're for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so it's nothing really extreme. But there is a lot of thunderstorm activity out there. Yeah, taking a current look here. All the way from Gulfport. I mean, even Mobile, Alabama getting some of it, too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not there, but I mean, I'm sure it's lighting up the sky. I mean, a lot of lightning detection. A lot of lightning detection based off of that, so. Let's see here. How is Dallas looking? So, Dallas, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little concerned tomorrow for Dallas. As you notice, you're at what we call the enhanced risk. That's kind of like that level 3. That's a level 3 out of 5 on the spectrum. That's a very big deal whenever it comes to severe weather activity. So, tomorrow you're going to need to watch out for all hazards. Possibility for tornadoes, large hail damaging winds. Timing, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the models here. It's something I was kind of wanting to do. Let's pull this up overlay real quick. I'll pull up the NAM 3K. But when it comes to it here, let's go ahead and load up the model. Give it a second to finish loading here. Here we go. Okay, so when it comes to it here, obviously we have this line that's rolling through. That's all good. Then tomorrow, kind of have another little micro line. You see that? Like another little line of storms firing off there. That's kind of the main concern. So this line has the capability of producing some damaging wind gusts on it. Obviously maybe up to 70 miles an hour or more could theoretically occur. It looks like, according to this model, it kind of breaks up over there towards Fort Worth, Dallas. That's not a for sure thing at the moment, but it does show a line going right through those regions. Now, there also could be something what we call embedded tornadoes. Obviously, a few tornadoes could get caught up in this heavy precipitation, which could obscure the vision. You can't see them. What we call rain-wrapped tornadoes could be a possibility. Like I said, Dallas-Fort Worth region, I would really consider watching tomorrow, as you guys do have a pretty decent chance for severe weather. Now, for today, there's really nothing out there today. Good news, that's great news. So today is kind of your breather day. But tomorrow, all hands on deck. Gotta be on the lookout tomorrow, okay? But other than that, man, honestly, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Let me look here. It's not enhanced risk. I check only slight. No, it's an enhanced risk. I'm talking about tomorrow. Look, here, let me show you real quickly. So here's today. Obviously, we have a bunch of slight risk, but tomorrow, that's where the enhanced risk is. So there is an enhanced risk, yes. Yeah. So KDGF, it is an enhanced risk. Anyways. Let's see here. Anything I should be worried about tomorrow in this zip code? Okay, so you said 75778. 75778. All right. You're across Texas. Okay. You're in the slight risk, that level 2 out of 5. So you're kind of in that middle territory tomorrow. According to the models, you could be in luck here because it depends on what happens. Now, the line theoretically could break up. As you kind of see, it's pretty strong according to the NAM 3K here as it rolls through areas of Dallas. But once it gets there towards you see how it kind of breaks up. But a few of those cells could remain severe. So, yeah, you got a risk out there. 15% chance overall, of seeing severe weather. So we'll watch it. James says, thank you, no problem. Let's see. Little White Wolf says, good morning, Andrew in chat. Well, good morning to you, too. Let's see here. Jill says, thank you so much. Am I in, let's see, 31014. 31014, right? Let's see, Georgia. Okay. So yeah, no, if you can leave early, you should be all right. I think you're good. Yeah, because like I said, tomorrow that risk is marginal, pretty low chance, pretty isolated chance anyways for severe weather. But once you go past like Macon, essentially, your chances rapidly decline. Now, not saying that severe weather cutoff is exactly going to be on this line, because that's never perfect. This just means that the risk for severe weather rapidly declines, probability beyond that point. So yes, that is what we're looking at. So you should be all right. Not really too worried about it. Let's see here. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see. Laura wants me to look here. Let's see here. Zip code of 37302. 37302. Okay, this is in Tennessee. Okay, so yeah, Tennessee does have a risk out there. Today, anyways, actually, for where you're at, you're in southeastern Tennessee. So you have a thunderstorm risk tomorrow, meaning a few thunderstorms are possible. But you don't have any risk for damaging or severe thunderstorms. So that's good. So really no big risk for, damaging storms, which I'm sure you're probably glad to hear about that. But like I said, there's obviously a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms that could roll through. Obviously today, it's a possibility as well. You see a bunch of rain and a few showers, a few thunder showers rolling through. It looks possible. Obviously watch out, because like I said, some of these showers could have some thunder mixed in with them. But that's really about it. Yeah, nothing too special about your area for severe weather, so that's good. So it means that you're going to be all right out there. But yeah, but then like I said, tomorrow we get another little disturbance rolling through. Once again, if y'all are across Texas, we'll keep an eye out there tomorrow, because like I said, we actually had a pretty decent risk out there. Once again, really targeting those regions between Waco and Dallas, kind of east of Wichita Falls. Those areas up in the northeastern quadrant. Kind of central also. But yeah, that's that. Let's see. Laura says, woohoo, thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. Let's see. So possible hail and winds for eastern North Carolina tomorrow. Maybe a chance for severe on Sunday. Got it. Thanks, brother. No problem. Yeah, tomorrow, whenever it comes to it, yeah, just a 5% chance for damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. And hail, kind of the same thing. Maybe up to quarter-size hail at maximum, essentially. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. So nothing too extreme. Like I said, your chances are fairly low. Nothing extreme. Like I said, your chances are literally a 5% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of your location. So, I mean, even if that severe weather drives into that 25-mile box, it's still not even a for sure thing it's going to hit you, if that makes sense. But yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Any severe weather in Austin upcoming? A friend of mine is there on holiday, says Harrow. Gotcha. Let's see. So, Harrow, I also do see you just subscribed. Thank you so much, first of all. Greatly appreciated. So you said for Austin, right? Let's see. Double check. Yes, Austin. Okay, so yeah, you can see Austin right here. You're in a level 2. Okay. Like I said, there's a scale from 1 to 5. 5 being the worst case scenario for like the greatest chance for severe weather possibility. It's a level 2, so it's kind of on that lower spectrum, but don't let that fool you, because there is still a chance for severe weather. Actually, a 15% chance of seeing severe storms tomorrow within 25 miles of the areas here of Austin. So yes, Austin does have a risk, not the lowest, but also not the highest. When it comes to probability, there's a chance for tornadoes, 2% chance, very low probability. Honestly, the lowest threat that could possibly exist for tornadoes, so that's good news. Damaging winds, though, is a 15% chance, so that's obviously a lot higher than a 2% chance, so obviously you got to watch out for possible damaging winds. Like I said, you can see here on the future projections from one of the models here, how it has like this line rolling through. That, if that continues to be attached, that could roll through Austin and obviously could throw a potential for some damaging wind gusts. Also, hail. Hail is a very big concern. I don't even really think I really talked much about this, but tomorrow the hail threat is astronomical. We're talking very large hail potential. That does also include Austin, so that's kind of one of your main concerns. So you see how this area has like this net around it? See how it's like this black netting out there? So when it comes to it, basically, like I said, that is a region where we are seeing the potential for very large hail. And I'm talking like 2 inches in diameter or larger, like over golf ball size hail and larger could occur. So like I said, tomorrow, that's kind of one of the big concerns out there. Also, like I said, that 30% chance, that's another increased level. That's kind of the highest risk here tomorrow. And that just so happens to be right over Dallas in Dallas-Fort Worth region. So we're gonna need to watch out tomorrow, I'm sure. I'm gonna try to do some live coverage tomorrow. If you don't know, my girlfriend just flew down here yesterday. I'm trying to spend some time with her. She's luckily down here for 2 weeks, so I can get to spend more time. But we'll do coverage on this tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We'll do some coverage on it. Not sure if it's gonna be our typical like 7-hour coverage, but we'll probably do maybe a couple hours, maybe 2 to 4 hours or so, just to give you all a little bit of a overlook and stuff like that. But keep it on. Let's see here. Holly says, "Do I see anything coming for 62881?" All right, let's see about that. Let's see. Said, once again, 62881. 62881. Okay, you're across Illinois. Okay, good news. Okay, so you're kind of on the central southernmost portion. You, my friend, are good. There is actually no risk for severe weather, although there is a chance, as you can kind of see here for today. Obviously, here's today's outlook. So if you're wondering what that light green is, it's saying a few thunderstorms are possible, and you're in that region, barely. So a few thunder showers could be possible, but is it anything damaging or life-threatening? No. You're good. Nothing you got to really worry about. Nothing more than just maybe a little bit of rain, and who knows, maybe a few rumbles of thunder mixed in. So that's kind of the only thing I'm seeing out there. But yeah. Let's see here. Harris says, "You're very welcome, mate. I love your content. Thank you for an answer." Well, thank you. See, I'm from the Netherlands, so my mate is a little scared for tornadoes. Oh, trust me, I hear you. I hear you. Tornadoes are a little freaky. They can be. I've actually been in 3 of them, or been in one of them, or seen one of them, but been in 3 of them, which was pretty terrifying. But no, trust me, I get it. I get it. Let's see here. All right, Whitney, give me a zip code instead of a county, because that obviously just obviously takes way too much time. I don't like typing out specific areas because sometimes there's duplicates and a zip code just instantly pulls that up. So recommend zip codes. Let's see here. David says, "Hi, Andrew. What's up, David? Can I please check on 72176? Of course. Yeah, let's see. 72176. This is Arkansas. Ward, Arkansas. We've had a lot of people out from Ward, Arkansas in my career of streaming. Okay, here's good news. So tomorrow, there's no risk for severe weather, although today there is. Let me bring you over to this view. Okay, so overall, like I said, Ward, Arkansas, basically on the eastern stretch, kind of east of Little Rock, I believe. Let's see here. Let me double check on that. Let's see. Where is Ward, Arkansas? I might need to pull it up again. Let me look here. Let's see. I kind of lost it. Ward, Arkansas. Here we go. Okay. So, yes, kind of like northeast of Little Rock a little bit. So, my friend, you are inside of the slight risk. That severe threat level 2 out of 5. There you go. Ward, Arkansas. It's kind of hidden there. But yes, you do have a risk out for severe weather. So keep an eye out there for today. When it comes to it, tornado probability, there is a very small threat, 2% chance. Within 25 miles of you, there's a 2% chance a tornado could drop. So very low probability, and even if it did happen, that's within 25 miles of you, there's a chance it could not even hit you. So that's good news. Damaging wind gusts, 5% chance. Kind of a threat for some, maybe there's a threat there for some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour overall. But hail, that's where it gets you, and that's why you have this yellow, that level 2 out of 5, 15% chance for some large hail. So we got to look out for some hail today. Yep, definitely. Like I said, all these yellow areas, those are the regions we got to really look out for. Like I said, those are basically the biggest risks out there for severe weather today. Like I said, there is also a chance for severe weather across the dark green, but it's kind of a low overall threat and a very unlikely chance of having it, but it still could be possible. And then once again, the light green just says a few thunderstorms could happen, a few thunder showers. Really nothing too extreme up in those dark green or those light green areas. But like I said, there's a dark green area, pretty low chance for severe weather actually across like Nebraska today too, southwestern South Dakota, northeastern Colorado, and central and southeastern Wyoming. There's a chance for it. There is a chance overall. All right, let's see here. Let's see. So that was that. I'm in Republic, Missouri. What does it look like here? Let's see here. All right, here we go. Republic, Missouri. So you, my friend, are basically, okay, southwestern side. You, my friend, are good. Between today and tomorrow, there is no defined risk for severe weather for you. But as mentioned before, though, you have the light green. A few thunder showers, a few thunderstorms could happen, but nothing damaging, nothing severe out of them. So that's good news. You're good. My biggest dream is to see a tornado in real life, but very expensive to go hunting a tornado because you need to go on tour or something. Yeah, you better know what you're doing, too. That's the thing. You can't just go out there and chase a tornado. I mean, unless you want to risk your life doing it, which don't. Not worth it. If you do ever go chasing, make sure you know what is going on, okay? And also know that cell service can be pretty bad across some of the chase areas, which obviously can make lack of information a big possibility, a big problem. Because, like I said, obviously we're seeing no new radar updates because you have no signal. Just make sure you can visually see what the storm is doing. Make sure you can visually observe and see what the storm is doing. That way you can obviously, be more prepared for it. That's the only thing I say about chasing. Let's see here. But yeah. Why can't we just have spring already? This is so lame. Yeah, no, honestly, my allergies have been starting to get to me, so it's like, oh, gosh. I used to not have that problem, but it is kind of a big problem now for me. All right, let's see here. Whitney, can I check on 80128? Yes, since it's a zip code. 80128. So this is across Colorado. Denver, okay. Yeah, so Denver does not have a risk for severe weather, although, once again, there's a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms. I think that is a possibility. But overall, yeah, nothing too crazy going on out there. So I think you're pretty much good. Let's see here. Beck says, I'm in Charlotte. It looks like we're in for some fun today. What is that? Charlotte, North Carolina? Let me actually look at the zip code for you. You said Charlotte, so 28206. 28206. Okay, here's the thing. So I want to inform you, today there's not a threat for severe weather, okay? Just letting you know. Charlotte does have a threat for possible thunderstorms, but severe weather, we're not expected to see that, okay? Not expected to see severe weather today, anyways. Now, tomorrow, like I said, a light green just represents a few thunderstorms. Tomorrow, you notice how Charlotte goes into that dark green. Very low chance for severe weather, but there is a risk. There is a risk for possible severe weather. Tomorrow, the good news is for you, there's no chance for tornadoes. The main concern out there towards, obviously Charlotte, will be the possibility for some storms that are capable of producing maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. Also, maybe the chances for some small hail. I wouldn't say really small hail. Maybe quarter size, maybe larger in some localized events. But overall, it's kind of expected just to be kind of moderate type of hail. Nothing very extreme, essentially. But yeah. All right, let's see here. But that is that. Let's see here. I'm in Valdosta. Hopefully I said that right. Georgia, between the two yellow areas. So if you're between the two yellow areas, you have yourself a marginal risk out there. So, Christy, keep it out there. Pretty low chance for severe weather overall if you're between both of those, but there is still a chance. Lynn says, thank you, no problem. Let's see here. What kind of tornado did I see IRL? It was a rope tornado. It was back in like the late 2000s. I forgot exactly what date it was. It was kind of towards Horse Cave, Kentucky. I'm actually in Kentucky right now. That is where I live now. But back in the late 2000s, I experienced a tornado down there, kind of east of Bowling Green. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Let's see the RTG weather. First of all, seeing you subscribe, thank you. Let's see. Hi, weatherman. What's up? I'm also a fan of weather. Awesome. Yeah, weather is pretty cool. Let's see here. Good to see you streaming today. Did I see them bumping up the tornado risk for tomorrow for Texas? I think it's a possibility. I did not mention it, but we'll see. I might actually briefly look at the models for a second. You know what, guys? I'm going to take y'all on a little field trip here for a moment. We're going to bring y'all over to the models for a second. I want to see that chance for tornadoes tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to increase. That's what I want to figure out here. So, Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is tomorrow. We got obviously a heightened jet stream. So, wow, those winds are pretty strong there. Kind of towards the surface, where that line's gonna form. Those winds are pretty strong. Winds that speed can increase that threat to maybe at 10%. However, mid levels, but I think it's still do it. A lot of tornadic activity happens in the lower portions of the atmosphere. Let's see. We're gonna grab a sounding out there towards Dallas, and then we'll move on from that. But I just want to go ahead and take a look at this real quickly. So here we go. Okay, so I obviously don't know. I obviously can probably tell you guys don't know what we're looking at right now. But a lot of energy out there. Threat for hail, I'd say. Damaging winds too. Okay, so the winds are changing directions rapidly as you go up in the altitude, and that could warrant a possible tornado. So obviously, yeah, there is a tornado threat tomorrow. I think it could be upgraded, honestly, but I would not say anything higher than a 10%. Who knows? We'll see. It's a possibility. I really do think it's not impossible. Like I said, it's mostly expected just to be this kind of line that's going to roll through. So obviously, damaging wind gusts, is one of the typical main concerns out of a line that would develop like this. So yeah. Let's see here. All right. Official RY wants me to look here at, let's see here, 32277. 32277. Florida. Okay, yeah, so Florida is actually at risk again today. Actually, tomorrow, too. So you have a marginal risk tomorrow, level 1 out of 5. So overall, pretty low chance for severe weather out there. However, when it comes to today, yeah, today you got yourself actually a little bit more of a concern. Since you're out there right towards Jacksonville, you see you're in the yellow. Like I said, there's a scale from 1 to 5 on the severe spectrum. The higher the number, the more worse the conditions could be. You're in a level 2, so you're kind of on the lower side of that threat. But, like I said, there's a 15% chance you could see severe weather, including the possibility for mostly damaging winds and some hail potential. But other than that, that's kind of what we're seeing. So we'll watch it. Let's see here. Caught a microburst hit my town on video. Wow. Yeah, microbursts are pretty crazy. See, no cap either. Yeah, there is no cap. Let's see here. Savannah says, what's it looking like for 39501 on Saturday? Let's see. We're going to switch y'all back over to this view. All right, so you said 39501. 39501. Okay, so this is in Mississippi. Okay, so yeah, obviously, yeah, you're in that big region today, or the biggest region for possible severe weather out there. So, they're in Gulfport region. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and switch you over here. So you notice how you're in that slight risk, that level 2 out of 5. We just mentioned this. Like I said, it's kind of on the lower side of the spectrum, but it is a pretty decent chance for severe weather today. When it comes to the breakdown out there, right now, tornado probability is a 5% chance. So basically meaning there's a 5% chance, within 25 miles of Gulfport, where you're at, there's a 5% chance a tornado could drop in those locations. So it exists. It's a possibility. Is it something to panic over? No, I would not really worry about it, but I'd keep an eye out on, for obviously the weather conditions, via No Weather Radio. If you have one, definitely recommend everybody to get one. Not a sponsor or anything. Don't care about the promotions or anything like that, but seriously, for your guys' safety, I'd recommend getting a weather radio eventually. If you don't already have one, I have a bunch of them, as you can see right here, and I have a lot more. So, yeah. I mean, this is an older model, but recommend. I mean, you can get them pretty cheap on eBay. They sell for like $20 on eBay for the older versions. Still work perfectly great. So recommend getting one of those. That way you guys are obviously, prepared for severe weather. That way you get alerts whenever they come through. But yeah. Let's see here. All right. Saturday and Sunday. Okay, yeah. 39501. Let me just look there. Planning on driving to town. Thunderbirds Air Show. Wow, cool. Depending on the weather. Okay, so Savannah, this is 39501. I think we just looked there, right? 501. Yeah, maybe I should have listened to your comment more. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, obviously today you have that risk here, but you said for, what was this? You said for Saturday and Sunday. Okay, right now, that's a little far out. A little bit further than I'd like to look out right now, because obviously things can easily change by then. But right now, I did not see anything. There's no actual risk out for severe weather right now for you. So we'll watch it. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Holly says, thank you so much. I love it when you take our questions as simple as they may be. Let's see. I don't do well at times with weather, but you never roll your eyes per se at any of our questions. You're very welcome, Holly. Like I said, there is no such thing as a stupid question. So, like I said, if y'all have any questions, hey, feel free to let me know. Because obviously the main goal here is to make sure you guys are prepared, you guys are staying safe, and aware of the situation that's going on. So, that is literally the entire purpose of this channel. Just to make sure you guys are obviously, yeah, well aware of the situation and being prepared. That's about it. Alright, let's see here. Can't see much points in upgrading the NATO risk. Let's see here. Models have been pretty consistent. Yeah. I think it's possible. I mean, obviously, it would be a really little area if they did do that. But like I said, you know, since some of the models were supporting that strong lower-level jet stream, pretty moderate moving. I'd say over 40 knots from what it looks like. That if that gets a hold, that could, yeah, over 40 knots according to NAM and a bunch of other models here, which I think that could fire off maybe a stronger tornado threat. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see here. I need to learn the difference between the models. Yes. Learning, like I said, you can't just take one model seriously. That's the big thing in weather. You can't trust one model. A lot of rookies make that mistake, is just looking at one model and be like, oh my goodness, that's what's expected. Can't do that. Can't do that in weather. And weather, you got to take all the models, got to pick out what they're agreeing on and what they're disagreeing on. Kind of compare and contrast, and obviously, you know, see what's mostly likely. Roughly. There's a lot more to it than that, but... All right. Marcus says, do I think my area in 79605 will get bumped into the enhanced risk tomorrow? Should I stay marginal and slight? So, you said for 79605. 79605, Abilene. Okay. So, Abilene, you're actually in a general thunder risk. Which means that you do not have the chance for severe weather as of now. Now, maybe a few thunderstorms could happen. Do I think the enhanced will reach out to you? No, because storms are expected to start to occur east of you. So no, probably not. All right, let's see here. No weather radio was getting work in yesterday. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, yesterday Florida had that enhanced risk there. Yeah, my girlfriend flew from Florida here, so I was worried about delays. But luckily that didn't happen. Her flight was on time, luckily. Let's see here. Does my model show history warning from months ago? No. There is a way to look that up, though. I'm sure you can find it, maybe under Iowa Met. I'd look into it, because I know there is a way to look at previous. Haven't looked at it in a while. Try, I think it's Iowa Mesonet. I think that's the name of it, but yeah. All right. Let's see. Joseph wants me to take a look here at a zip code of 71602. 71602. Okay, you're across Whitehall, Arkansas. Okay, so today or tomorrow, there's no risk for severe weather, but today there is. Let me go ahead and bring you over here. So, when it comes to it, you're actually in the slight risk. That severe threat level, 2 out of 5. So you got to be looking out for possibility for severe weather out there. When it comes to tornado probability, there's a 2% chance, so obviously nothing really crazy. Very low, very low probability. Very unlikely, but it's there. So a few tornado warnings can't be ruled out. Possibility of dropping a tornado also can't be ruled out. Damaging winds, 5% chance, and hail, actually 15% chance. So your biggest threat is hail out there. You know, potentially quarter size. Yeah, potentially quarter size or larger. Damaging winds, 5% chance, pretty low. But yeah, Let's see here. Are there certain areas that potentially could produce tornadoes? I need to keep an eye out for upcoming days. So, yes, I can show you kind of where the tornadoes are possible today. So anywhere across the dark green, that's kind of your baseline tornado threat, very low chance. Then we obviously have that highlighted area here across, southeastern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, Florida, southwestern Georgia. A higher percent chance, like I said, a higher percent chance, of seeing tornadoes, 5% chance to be exact. So, yeah, it's a little bit higher, but that's kind of the risk areas for tornadoes today. Then obviously tomorrow, the biggest chance across Texas. Yeah, that's that. Did I teach myself about weather? How did I learn? So, a little bit of both, actually. I started off by, I started off by, obviously doing research back in actually middle school. I started doing a bunch of research on weather, learning models, learning stuff. Even was in contact with several meteorologists from both the National Weather Service and from localized broadcast stations. Got a lot of my answers, or a lot of my stuff answered. What is my cat doing? Oh my goodness. I don't even know if y'all can see this. Did you? Oh, never mind. That didn't work very well. I was trying to get my camera to pan, but she jumped as soon as... Well, now she's up there by the roof, so that's nice. But yeah, that's pretty much how I learned. And then obviously I actually did take some classes too, for a lot of it. Which here very soon I am going to get my bachelor's in meteorology. Let's see here. But yeah, that's mostly that. Is my girlfriend into weather as much as I am? No. No. She doesn't really care about it too much. But me, on the other hand, it's awesome. I love it. I've always been into weather. Always. Let's see. Also, I also asked about that because we got a tornado warning in my area on 3/15/23. Gotcha. Tabletop says 28412. Okay. Let's see. We're going to move on back here. I think my cat's in the roof again. That dumb cat. Loves to get up in those panels on top of the roof. It's just... 412. She's crazy. Does all the time. Let's see. Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, yeah, we just talked about that earlier. But yeah, you can see how you're in that marginal risk here tomorrow, as we talked about. So there's a chance for it. But pretty low probability overall. Nothing too extreme. Annie wants me to take a look here at 23872. 23872. Okay, this is across Virginia, my home state. Okay, south side. All right, no risk for severe weather for today. Let's see, tomorrow though. Or no, sorry, yeah, today or tomorrow. So you're good. Tomorrow, there might be a chance for a few thunderstorms. As you can see, the general thunder, basically meaning a few thunder showers, a few thunderstorms could be possible. So we'll watch out for it. All right, let's see. Jennifer with a $5 super chat. Very sweet of you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer, saying thank you for what you do. Jennifer, you are very welcome. Thank you, seriously, so much for the 5. Very, very sweet of you. Very, very appreciative. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Definitely means a lot there, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you. Very, very sweet of you. Beck says you got to pay the cat tax when she comes down. Yep. That's typically how it goes. Typically. All right, but like I said, if y'all have any questions, hey, feel free to let us know. We're going to be here for you. Make sure that y'all are prepared, obviously staying up to date, stuff like that. Like I said, today, got a pretty interesting day out there. Like I said, there's a lot of slight risks. Not just one big slight risk. It's like 4 different individual ones, and they all basically have different probabilities. Like, for example, for the largest hail area, that's across this region right here. That's where you potentially could see some very large hail. Now, across this area, this is where the largest potential for tornadoes exists. So you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like all these areas have different possibilities for severe weather today. So it's not all just the same risk, but they all have different meanings, essentially. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes locally to you guys, that's why I like to really break down things for you. All right, let's see here. Humble Beginnings wants me to take a look here at a zip code. Can you help us in 699? 699, of course, I can do that. Illinois. Okay, so up there towards Chicago, I have good news for you. There is no risk for severe weather out there. So for today, here's today's risk. You're no threat of thunderstorms, no threat of anything crazy. That's good. Tomorrow as well, pretty good. Day after tomorrow, same thing. So we're looking pretty good. I will actually mention, since today is Thursday, if I'm correct. Yes, it's Thursday. So this will be for Saturday. There's actually another risk for severe weather out there across the southeast. Seems like you guys are kind of in a little bit of a, phase here. So to my friends out there in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and Louisiana, I would keep an eye on it again for Saturday. Can I check on St. Louis? Yeah, I can do that. So St. Louis here. Let's see. We're gonna grab a view out there. Okay. So today, as you notice, there is a little area here. It does show, obviously, where there is the potential for maybe a few thunderstorms. Like I said, not too sure on that. I think it's pretty low probability. Tomorrow, same thing. Now, if you're obviously, I think you're talking anything severe related, like damaging storms. No, yeah, not expected to see that. So that's good. So you're kind of in the clear here. I don't expect really anything too crazy out there for you today, or actually in the next 3 days. So we're pretty good. All right, let's see here. That is that. Oh gosh, the cheese tax. Dude, the first time I heard that, it was stuck in my head for like 5 days. Not even joking. It was terrible. As soon as I'd wake up, I'd start singing that in my head. It sucked. Let's see here. Humble says, thank you. Very welcome. Christine says, my boyfriend tore down a wall, so part of the ceiling is exposed. Gotcha. Both my cats like to climb up and get in the ceiling. It's very annoying. Yep. So basically, we have like those tiles in the lower part of the house. I really wouldn't call this a basement since you can walk outside right there. It's kind of like a half basement, I guess. But there's like tiles, like the tile things you can push up on. There's a hole. You can't see it, but there's a hole like right there. My cat loves to climb up on this kind of like this kind of shelf thing, and then climbs up in the roof. Loves to do that. It's annoying. And then you hear footsteps going above me every once in a while. It's like, really? Just waiting for that cat to fall down. Oh my gosh, imagine if she falls down on my desk. That would be interesting. Anyways, let's see here. I love severe weather. I love severe weather. For my no weather radio, is installed a strobe light feature. I wanted to get a strobe light. I haven't done that yet. Let's see here. Thanks so much. Very welcome. Says only gnomes. Let's see what I would love a negatively tilted trough to spice things up. Yeah, if you don't know negative tilted troughs usually end up a bit more disgusting than positively tilted troughs. So basically, if you don't know the differences, for example, this would be a negatively tilted trough if it's kind of like that. This is a positively tilted trough. I'm not going to talk about that really right now, but anyways. Let's see here. Thanks. I was asking about Saturday, Sunday for Gulfport because I'm planning a trip there to see the air show. Well, have fun there, Savannah. Savannah says, thanks for looking again for me. You're very welcome. No problem. Anytime, y'all. No problem at all, y'all. Let's see here. Now, something I do want to mention to you guys, I don't really talk about this too often, but I would recommend if you guys could, maybe follow our Twitter page, at NWW1162. Like I said, obviously, if you guys have anything you want to send report-wise to us, here's actually our setup. Yeah, that's what I'm currently streaming on right now. Pretty cool stuff. But anyways, like I said, thanks, little updates. I make these graphical forecasts too, talking about things. So you'll see me post on every once in a while. Like I posted the other day talking about those severe storms. I think that was yesterday. Yes, yesterday. Like I said, just things about that. Just consider following us. And also, if you have any severe weather images you'd like to send in to us, like hail, damaging winds, obviously tornadoes, if you'd like to, tag us on Twitter. Like I said, and then we'll actually share it to our stream that way. That's typically how I do this. So if that would be something you'd be interested in, just consider it. Once again, at NWW1162. All right. But like I said, once again, y'all, for tomorrow, take a look here back at the future, according to the, the future here, according to the NAM 3-kilometer model, which is a computer model. It kind of shows this line. You see what I'm saying? Kind of this line rolling through, maybe around, really late afternoon, early evening, kind of around like 4 o'clock Central, local time here. Obviously shows this big old line rolling through. Now, once again, I do expect to do some coverage on this tomorrow. I'll probably be live here for maybe 2 to 4 hours during this event, so I'll try to cover the most of it. Probably go live maybe around like 3 or so. 3 Central, I guess that would be. Yeah, maybe around 3 Central or so. We'll see. But anyways, like I said, hey guys, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let us know. We're going to be here for you. If there's anything that you want me to take a look at, feel free. Don't you hesitate. And once again, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Maybe share this with a friend or family member. Be greatly appreciated. Help get the word out there. And once again, really appreciate y'all being here this morning. And hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. But yeah. So we're going to keep an eye on the weather here for the next couple of days. Actually, like I said, for the next 3 days, we are watching... like I said, we are watching a lot of active severe weather here, starting today, or continuing today, I should say. It's been actually happening for the last few days here. But like I said, obviously today's risk is pretty decent, actually. A lot of areas of watch today, so we'll need to watch out for it. Also, like I said, tomorrow's a big day. Not as much severe weather expected. But we have a pretty big risk out there towards, like Dallas. So if you guys lived out there towards Dallas, Fort Worth region, Waco, Killeen, those areas that are pretty well known, I would watch out for it. I'd definitely keep an eye out there tomorrow. So, let's see here. I'm a weatherman who loves photos of lightning, so I try to get photos of lightning. Yeah, me too. But be safe out there while you do that. It's pretty dangerous. How is Florence, Alabama looking today? Says ice cream. All right. So, Florence. Let's go ahead and bring y'all over here to today's outlook. So, you said Alabama. I see actually another one for Pratt, Alabama. So, Joe as well as, let's see here, ice cream. So, for both of you guys, I can already tell you, you are at the risk for severe weather. Let's do Florence first. Florence, Alabama. Here we go. So you, my friend, okay, you're Northwestern. Yeah, so you're actually at level 2. Kind of one of the biggest risks, I should say, for today. Probability for tornadoes, 2% chance, very low probability. Not really worried about tornadoes, but it can't be completely ruled out. It's very unlikely, though. Damaging winds, 5% chance, but where it gets you is hail. That's kind of why you have that level 2, is because the potential for hail is pretty great. Maybe up to quarter size, maybe potentially some storms larger. 15% chance overall of seeing that. So keep an eye on it. But then whenever it comes to, let's see here, policies have a blessed day. You as well. We'll be able to be on live. Let's see. Would I able to be on tonight for storms? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So also, okay, here we go. Prattville. That's right. Prattville, Alabama. All right. So you, my friend. So you're kind of more central towards Montgomery. Which you, my friend, are actually in a level 1. So very low chance for severe weather overall. Probability is not so great, but you have a 2% chance for tornadoes as well. Damaging winds 5% and hail 5%. So kind of your main concern is even between hail and damaging wind gusts. Once again, maybe those wind gusts could get to 60 at worst case scenario. Maybe even up to quarter size hail could be possible as well. So we'll watch out for it. Let's see. Any thunderstorms from my area around 92363. All right, we're gonna move y'all back over here real quick. Said 92363. 92363. Okay. California. Wow. Okay, so you said any thunderstorms from my area. Gotcha. So, actually, no. Yeah, there's not even a thunderstorm risk out there for y'all. Once again, if I bring y'all over here, so this light green area you see right in here, that's not a threat for severe weather, but that's where thunderstorms are possible. Yeah, right there, there's no risk out there for any thunderstorms in California, so you're good. Yeah, no thunderstorms. Tomorrow? Look, I'll be willing to look for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, same thing. No, it didn't look like it, my friend. Let's see here. All right, so that's that. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know how you say your name. The last name is Street. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Terribly sorry. But you want me to look here at 36330. Of course, 36330. Alabama Enterprise. So yeah, like I said, obviously you guys do have a risk up there. Okay, so Enterprise is in a level 2. So like I said, the scale goes up to 5. You're in level 2, kind of the lower end of the spectrum. But there is a pretty decent chance for severe weather today. Tornadoes, 5% chance. So you're in actually one of the areas where the tornadoes is the greatest today. So 5% chance of a tornado dropping within 25 miles of you. Damaging winds, 15% chance, and hail, 5% chance. So obviously your main concern is damaging winds, followed by tornadoes, then the potential for hail. That's kind of your probability there. So watch out for it. Yeah, definitely we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. That's that. Let's see here. Coffee. How much rainfall for 37919? Let's see. Tennessee, gotcha. Kind of towards Knoxville. All right, so there is something I'm going to do here for you for that. So whenever I like to look at accumulations, I always look at the National Weather Service blend of models first because it takes a bunch of models, kind of mixes them together here. So you said Knoxville. Okay, so there's Knoxville right there. Boom. That's where you want to look out for. So, according to the latest model here when it comes to it, so Knoxville scheduled maybe to see up to maybe a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch, maybe. Good possibility. The official National Weather Service forecast here actually has over the next 48 hours, so the next 2 days, your rainfall is scheduled to be maybe a little higher, actually, according to this. Maybe nearly an inch in some areas, possibly. I would say I'm gonna roll with maybe a ½ inch to an inch. That's kind of like the good boundary to go through. Yeah, there's your maximum wind gust here today as well. So, but yeah, no, I'd roll with a ½ inch to an inch being possible. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, but that's that. What about Oak Ridge, Tennessee? Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Okay, you're across. Wow, you're literally across the same exact area. So, ½ inch to an inch of rainfall, kind of there for you. There's no threat for severe weather out there for you, so you're good. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying there's no thunderstorms being possible. There's a small chance for maybe some thunderstorms. Could be possible. Let's see here. What time will rain roll for 28412? Okay, so that's basically for Wilmington. So, when it comes to it here, let's see here. So it kind of shows, okay, obviously some rain rolling through, maybe some showers popping off. Maybe they're towards like the evening. Maybe right there towards like the evening hours, 5 o'clock or so. Yeah, look at that. So kind of shows a lot of the heavy bulk moving to early tomorrow morning, essentially. Then rolling out. But that's one model, obviously. I mean, it's a good estimate on what we might be able to see. Let's see here. Let me look here. So, let's see. Joe says thank you. Working on road crew. Gotcha. Well, you're very welcome. Wish we had even half the models and forecasting availability in Australia. Tornadoes are basically ignored here despite being a semi-regular occurrence. Yeah, pretty much. Teresa says thunder in northwest Arkansas. Let's see. We're going to pull you out to radar. I actually had the radar available there. So they said northwestern Arkansas. We're going to work our way over there. Let's see. We're getting close. Okay, there we go. I see ya. Got a bit of lightning detection out there, very far northwestern Arkansas. Kind of some cold core storms, actually. Temperatures are like in the 50s. Yeah, these are some cold cores. Look at that. So when it comes to it, these guys aren't severe, but bunch of lightning, bunch of thunder, and some areas of heavy rainfall, looks like. So kind of a little cluster of thunder showers, essentially. Interesting stuff. Yeah, temperatures really aren't that warm out there, kind of lower 50s, which if you don't know, that's kind of low for thunderstorms to develop. I mean, because you know your dew point's lower than that, so yeah, kind of shows it. Let's see here. Let's see. Dino says, is Lakeside, Florida bad for today and tomorrow? So let me bring you all over here. So you said Lakeside, Florida. I swear I've seen Lakeside many times before. Let me go and look it up though. Yes, right there towards Jacksonville. That's why I've seen it. Okay, so today, for your location, you have a pretty decent threat for severe weather today. You're in a level 2 or a slight risk. Overall chances, 2% for tornadoes, very low probability. Nothing to freak out over. Just keep an eye on it because it can't be completely removed. Damaging winds, kind of your main concern, 15% chance, and hail, also 15% chance. So between hail and damaging winds, is kind of what you're really looking out for. Now, tomorrow, your threat is still there for possible severe weather, although a little bit lower, which is good news, because you are in that level 2, or sorry, level 1 out of 5. So today you're in a level 2, tomorrow you're in a level 1. So today is kind of your bigger out of the 2 days. All right, let's see here. That's that. If I would plan a trip to visit the United States, when I go and look for tornadoes, that city would be best to land. Or what city would be the best to land? So, a lot of the southeast gets a lot of storms. A lot of the southeast is kind of your target zone, because the reason is you got the Gulf of Mexico, this big body of water down here, and all of that supports a lot of warm air pulling into the country. So that's obviously kind of where you get a lot of the U.S. storms. Most of the storms occurs in the southeastern United States. But yeah. That would be your area. There's no one specific city. There is, Lakeland, Florida. This is actually I've been in Lakeland. I was staying there for a couple of months. Look it up. Lakeland's actually the most active city for thunderstorms in general. If you want to experience a lot of thunderstorms in general, not necessarily always severe, I would go to Florida for that. But more of the severe ones exist towards like Texas and into like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, those areas. It's kind of where the big stuff usually happens. All right. Okay. Chelsea says, thanks, no problem. Can I see the tornado risk for 38483? 38483. Okay, this is in Tennessee. All right, southwestern side. Gotcha. So, kind of towards Lawrenceburg. So tomorrow there's no risk. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if you're in the risk here. I think you are, actually. Yeah, you're barely in that severe weather risk out there for today. Tornado probability. Oh, that's not tornado. That's hail. Tornado probability here is a 2% chance. Barely. You're right on the edge of that. So, it's, first of all, a very low chance for severe weather, and you're right on the edge of it. So, extremely low percentage. Nothing to really freak out about, obviously. It's nothing major. Whitewell says, I hope everyone has an awesome day. Prayers for no weather-related injuries and for everybody on the storms. Stay safe out there. Thanks, Andrew, for your efforts in helping us stay safe. Bye, everyone. We'll see you later, White Wolf. You're very, very welcome, and thank you. See, I don't know anything about weather, but what is El Nino, La Nina? Does that mean more severe weather in Alabama? Okay, yeah. During some conditions, yes, it does. El Nino, La Nina basically is a phase in the central Pacific Ocean, resulting in heating and cooling of the surface temperatures. That would drastically, not just for Alabama, but that drastically changes the weather patterns for the whole world. Because, like I said, obviously the Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean on the planet. Some areas get heated more than others, drives more moisture. Other areas, obviously, stuff like that. Hurricanes. Here's an example. Hurricanes are very much more common in La Nina. We've been in the La Nina. We just pulled out of it. Kind of in a neutral state between the two right now. Looking out for a possible El Nino down in time. Now, when it comes to it, though, like I said, it really depends on other factors. It's not just specifically La Nina, El Nino that can directly impact, specific. Like I said, you also got to look out for like Atlantic oscillation does not have as much of a turn for it, but there's a whole lot more than just saying that. But yeah, no, just know that the El Nino La Nina pattern does shift weather globally, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, definitely very, very impactful. Let's see here. But does that mean more severe weather in Alabama? I think yes. I'm pretty sure it was El Nino. Yeah, or kind of like that. Since we're kind of in the neutral ground, we're kind of in a slightly above average for the southeast here. I mean, obviously this has been pretty persistent over the last few days. It's expected to be for the next couple of days as well. Yeah, you guys are in an active pattern, it seems. Let's see here. Morna says, Andrew, good morning. Thanks for all. Thanks for all you, please. Let's see here. How is 52627 looking today and tomorrow? All right, let's see. We're gonna move you over here. So you said 52627. 52627. Okay, Iowa. Gotcha. Okay, so good news. Iowa does not have any risk here for severe weather today or tomorrow. Not even a risk for any thunderstorms for the next 3 days. So that's good. However, when it comes to something I do want to check really quickly for you before we move on, I want to actually look at the models here for a second, or kind of some of the forecasts, I should say. Yeah, honestly, dry for the next 2 days. I mean, really nothing crazy. Pretty much clear, actually. Yeah, winds, maybe up to 15-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's pretty much silent out there for the next couple of days. So, yeah, nothing crazy is in line for you right now. That's good. Definitely good. Let's see here. What do I think about the tornado risk for Spring Hill, Florida? All right, let's see. Spring Hill, Florida. Here we go. Okay, you're on the western side, kind of north of Tampa. Okay, so you have a 2% chance for tornadoes today. Like I said, really low, kind of the lowest threat for tornadoes. It is the lowest chance for tornadoes. So nothing extremely crazy. Like I said, nothing extremely crazy, but it cannot be completely ruled out. So 2% chance for that. Tomorrow, you're out of the risk here. Pretty sure you're completely out of the risk for severe weather. Yes, you're good. So today, watch out for a few thunderstorms. A few severe ones could be possible. All right, let's see here. Harris says, thanks, no problem. I'm thinking about booking a trip to Oklahoma City next year because I want to visit Twister Museum and Wakita. Gotcha. Cool. Any other places tornado-related I should visit? Joplin, Missouri would be one, possibly. I don't know if they have any museums in there since they had that big tornado. Joplin, I'd say, is an area you might want to check out. But since you're going towards Oklahoma, I'd recommend like El Reno, maybe Norman. Yeah, I would recommend El Reno. There's a big tornado that hit there. I don't know if there's any like markers or anything out there, but El Reno, debatably, had one of the biggest tornadoes on record. Norman got hit pretty good too. These are all very well known areas. It seems like Oklahoma City really is a target for tornadoes. So yeah, no, that might be areas to maybe check out for. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's any museums or anything like that for tornado victims in those areas, because those were some big striked areas in the last decade or two, essentially. So yeah, no, I would keep an eye on it. I would look out there for it, because there could be some stuff out there for it. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Morgan says, in my 60-plus years, I've never seen a southern state, or never seen the southern states get so many tornadoes, or storms and tornadoes. Proves someone isn't messing with the weather. Yeah, for real. Trust me, there's a lot of debates, or a lot of theories out there that there's a station in Alaska called HARP that apparently could be controlling the weather. I'm not so much a big fan or not so much a big believer in all that. Not saying that there's no such thing as weather modification. I'm sure there probably is somewhere. But most of it is just, increased carbon, obviously, CO2. That's actually observed. it's obvious that that's occurring. So obviously, with that being said, yes, obviously, that's leading to more evaporation from water. Obviously more water vapor available, meaning more storm potential, all that stuff. So, anyways, let's see here. Let's see. Get a notification on my phone about a geomagnetic storm. We just had one the other day. Yeah, we had a big aurora of it. If you don't know, auroras were all over the place. Let's see. Space. Let's see. Is there another one coming or something? Let's see here. Nope. No, there's no more coming through. We had a G4, which is basically a category 4. Yeah. Yeah, we had a G4. We're on a G1 actually right now. R1. Yeah, this has been observed, so. Interesting. Yeah, so nothing crazy. I just love watching these here. This is one of the GOES satellites. Point at the sun. Look at that. Wow. That's a big ejection there. Whoa. Why is the sun super active right now? Dude, the sun is like very active. We just had one the other day. Look, we had a big blast right there. There's a blast right there occurring. This is yesterday. Whoa. Interesting. That's really concerning. But there's not even, it's not really forecasted to be anything crazy from what I know. Anyway. Crazy, crazy stuff, huh? Alright, let's see here. Vincent says, cool, appreciate, no problem. Morna says, Andrew, thank you. That's awesome news because we are being told to watch for flooding here on the Mississippi River. Gotcha. Let's see, El Reno and more, or even known here in Netherlands. Yeah, pretty crazy tornadoes actually happen out there. Christine says, Harp, yes. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I did some research into that years ago. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's like a big array of like these metal panels. It's a really odd sight. It's really weird. Who knows? I'm sure there's probably some classified information on that. Because I'm pretty sure, from what I know about weather modification, I've done some research on. There is actually a. Okay, yeah, we had HARP. Obviously, was at command center there in Alaska, which pierces the ionosphere. Condensing causes a bunch of storms to fire off. Now, being honest, my personal opinions. I think that there has been, obviously, thought into it to control the weather. For like warfare, stuff like that. It's crazy to think about, but I'm sure it exists. There's another thing I know that I've done some research on. It's been a long time since I looked it up. There was even these planes that would fly into currently existing storms and release some of these chemicals that would, I don't know exactly what it is or whatnot, that would strengthen the storm, which is interesting. Also, they have an opposite effect, too. They also have another one, I believe, that weakens the storms. They cool one side down, which in reality, I think that would make it stronger if you cooled it down. Hurricane, no, but thunderstorms? Yeah, when you have a cold atmosphere above, that increases the violency for thunderstorms. Anyways, let's get off the topic now, but pretty crazy. Let's see here. Harley says, hey, what's up? What is up? Marcus says, does severe weather hit nighttime as much as the daytime? It typically does hit. Like I said, it does typically hit more in the afternoon and evening because, like I said, obviously the sun is out during the daytime. Yeah, no duh. But obviously that heats up the ground. You got the warm air at the surface. You got the cold air in the upper atmosphere. That warm air that gets up in the colder atmosphere condenses, makes a big tower. Thunderstorms occur. Now, at nighttime, the temperatures cool down on the surface, meaning there's not as much buoyancy at the surface, allowing for thunderstorms would fire off, so it's kind of mostly stable at nighttime. But some cases, you can obviously have nighttime thunderstorms, say if there's a lot of trapped heat at the surface, say such as cloud cover, maybe towards the lower portion of the atmosphere, maybe trapping in the heat, because clouds are a very good insulator. Obviously it helps keep that heat available. It also, in opposite side, prevents heating to occur. That's why some of these severe weather events you see, some of them obviously don't occur because there's a lot of cloud cover that prevents the sun from heating up the surface directly, which can delay or completely remove a severe weather potential. Hopefully any of that makes sense to you guys. But that's how it happens. So you just popped on. Are we talking about cloud seeding? Yeah, we were just talking about weather modification. It's a little bit of a side topic. Let's see. What I expect any upgrades to tomorrow forecast East Coast. As of now, can't just pull out of a hat and say yes, that will be a thing. But let me look at the model for a second. Yeah, we're gonna do another little field trip over here. Yeah, we were looking at I think that tornado potential out there towards Texas might increase a little bit, maybe to 10%. We'll see. Not a for sure thing. There's a decent amount of energy available tomorrow. Yeah, look at that. Lots of energy available, actually. So there's plenty enough instability. Storm's fuel is not a concerning, or not a concern of lack of fuel, essentially. Wow, very large hail. I think is a big possibility. I think tomorrow is underestimated for the marginal. I think for sure we're going to see a slight, at least. Based off of soundings like that, curvature of the photograph, telling us some spinning in the lower portions, a lot of veering wind shear there, that's going to throw some tornado possibilities. Also, look at that big. I know a lot of you guys understand this, but there's a big gap between your dew points and your obviously your ambient or your wet dry bulb temperature. Dry bulb temperature and your dew points, basically your outside ambient temperature. But seriously, big gap there shows a pretty dry environment for hail to really spike off. Yes, I think hail is going to be a big concern tomorrow for those areas. Of course, that's one model here. Let me grab another one. Still showing the same amount of instability out there. Wow, actually, this might be concerning. Once again, really showing that dry atmosphere. I think tomorrow might have a significant chance for hail across the east. Really pointing towards Georgia from what it looks like. Holy cow. Yeah, I think Georgia's got to look out for this. Not just one model. Let's try up there towards tabletop. That right there is interesting. Yep. Obviously not as a dry atmosphere up there. I think possible upgrade towards Georgia could occur. Very, very, very. Let me look at this real quick. I'm gonna look at the humidity. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. You see how the humidity increases at that level, 700 millibars. Wow. Yeah. No, I think we could see some very large hail out there towards those regions. Low humidity, great for hail growth. Perfect. That is a lot. Plus, like I said, you mix in that low relative humidity there. Very, very low humidity out there. Mixing in with that available energy in the atmosphere to fire off some storms. Oh, let's see, mix layer. Here we go. Yeah. No, I'm kind of targeting East Alabama, maybe. Maybe being extended out there. Possibility. No cap either. There's no limitations on thunderstorms even forming. So I think they're seriously underestimating the hail concern tomorrow. So we'll watch out for that. I think it could go significant. We'll see. All right. Let me look here. So the more cloud cover, the more the thunderstorm dies. Some cases, yes. Some cases, no. Let's see here. So I got a lot of stupid questions. There is no stupid questions. But if I would rent a car in, let's say, Oklahoma, is there any certain rules that prevent you from getting weather damage? I don't know much about that, actually. Tabletop says slight in which area? Probably Georgia. So I think you're staying level 1. Possibly, yeah. As of right now, tabletop, probably stay at level 1. When it comes to El Nino, La Nina, we still in the La Nina, or are we just beginning the El Nino? So we're in a phase between the two, what we call a neutral phase. So right now, we just pulled out of a La Nina. We're kind of maybe hinting towards an El Nino down in time. Right now, we're in the middle, kind of that middle boundary right now. But yeah, that is that. Alrighty, my friends. Let's see. How long have we been live for? Oh, wow. We've been live for an hour and a half. I didn't even think we've been live that long. Holy cow. Well, I think, with all good things, there's obviously got to be an end to it at some point. So I think we're going to call it a night here, or call it a day for now, at least. Not sure if I'm going to go back live later or not today. We'll figure it out because, like I said, my girlfriend came down. Glad to see her here. Going to spend some time today with her. But yeah, no, we'll definitely watch it. What's the best free radar to get for PC to track tornadoes? So I really go off the term you get what you pay for, and there's really not many good free ones. Like I said, all the programs I use, I pay for. This guy, I don't even know how much this costs, but it's a monthly subscription, like $20 US. I don't know how much that would be for your currency. This one, I think it's 25. The one top left, or top right there above me. This program up here, called WSV3. Look into it. It has a lot of good stuff. Am I going live tomorrow morning? Maybe. We'll see. They'll probably upgrade it as time goes on. It seems like right now they're more concerned about Texas. Yes. Yeah. I think that Georgia. I think that might be a big hail concern from what it looks like. So we'll watch it. Alrighty. Well, once again, y'all, thank you so much for joining. I do gotta say a big thank you to our donators today. We had two tornadoes. We had two donators today. We had Jennifer. Thank you so much, Jennifer, if you're still here. Greatly appreciate it. Also, Tabletop. Thank you so much in the beginning of the stream. You rock, my friend. Thank you. Thank you guys for just being here. Thank you for hanging out. If you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at NWW1162. Be greatly appreciated. And, all right, y'all. Well, y'all stay safe out there today. We'll be doing ourselves some, like I said, we'll be having ourselves some updates to follow. Probably going to do some coverage tomorrow on this, the enhanced risk out there. So we'll keep y'all informed and stuff like that. All right, let's see. PayPal says, have a good day. You too. Goodbye, Storm Team. See you later, Marcus. Let's see. Thanks for all the answers. Have some good girlfriend, boyfriend time. Hope to see you back online very soon. Yep, we'll be live here, eventually here soon. All right, y'all. Well, stream's going to go ahead and head over here to the ending screen. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Stream's going to head off here in 2 minutes. That way you guys can say goodbye to your friends and family. And with that being said, my friends, we're going to sign off here for now. All right, y'all. Take care. Love y'all out there. Please stay safe, and we'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends.
A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday. Southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming south 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet with a dominant period of 7 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely in the morning, then showers in the afternoon. Saturday night, south winds 15 to 20 knots, increasing to 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet with a dominant period of 7 seconds, building to 5 to 7 feet with a dominant period of 7 seconds after midnight. Protected waters rough. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers. Sunday, west winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 6 to 8 feet with a dominant period of 7 seconds. Protected waters rough. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely, mainly in the morning. Sunday night, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 6 to 8 feet with a dominant period of 8 seconds. Protected waters choppy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Monday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 7 feet with a dominant period of 8 seconds, subsiding to 3 to 5 feet with a dominant period of 8 seconds in the afternoon. Protected waters a light to moderate chop. Monday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet with a dominant period of 8 seconds. Protected waters a light to moderate chop. Winds and waves higher and near thunderstorms. The coastal waters forecast for the following Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklawahnee River, coastal waters from Ocklawahnee River to Apalachicola, and waters from Swanee River to Apalachicola, Florida, extending from